Okay, good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. This is called the Coffee and Conversations, and it initiated for our members of Homework. And Homework is where you can live where you work where you live, anywhere in the world. And what we do is that it's a short-term rental for women that want to be someplace full-time, part-time as a drop-in. But also you can work here as well. Our dining room converts to a conference room, living room to event room. We have a studio where it has a green screen for videos and podcasts and photography. And we also have a huge classroom that we use for board meetings and classes up to 12 people comfortably, or break it down for a yoga studio and so forth. So we have a membership base and we offer our membership different benefits. And one of the benefits is, since we're marketing background, is to be able to market them, their products, their programs, and their services to our community. So if either of you or anyone from the community wants to present themselves, we do it through our Coffee and Conversations. We also do it on our Homework Live, which is shared with our Facebook Live. We also do a podcast that we share with our community and our social media. And it also gives you tools, gives you assets to be able to share your content. So our whole thing is about content marketing. So the e-magazines, I'm going to share my screen for a couple of times and explain it to you. But I love e-magazines because, one, it's different, it's unique. I mean, you want to communicate things with your community. People get a lot of emails, they get a lot of newsletters, they get a lot of blogs. But a magazine kind of just takes it a step above. It takes it to the point where it's unique and it's different, and it's just, you kind of stand out from the crowd. And nowadays, since content marketing is so important, and since being able to stand out is so important, it's one way of being able to do it. And you can create whatever kind you want. I'm going to show you some examples. I'm going to show you some platforms. I'm going to show you what we did and how we did it. But it's a magazine that, basically is done electronically, but you can print them and distribute them. So a couple of things. One of the reasons why they're great is because you can do it. You can hire someone, basically it's someone that's good at graphic. You can do it yourself, but, to give it a really finished look, you'd hire someone that's really a graphic designer. We've hired people that was maybe even $40 an hour, but it took like 2 hours to be able to create it, because I put all the content in an organizer called Trello. So Trello is a product management program that we use, Trello.com. And I use it for everything because of the fact that I just it's kind of like my brain dump, because I can put all the pictures, all the videos, all the audio, everything I want in the magazine there, and then assign it to somebody who has access to it 24/7, and they can create what I want to create. I can send examples of magazines that I like. I can send examples of designs. I can send examples of colors. I can send examples of font sizes and styles. So I can put all of that in Trello, and they can literally just take that information and create at least the rough draft, work with. So it's easy to be able to create. It's not expensive. Again, I'll show you the different prices of the different sites you can use, but it's very inexpensive to be able to create something that really is amazing. I also like it because it's evergreen. Okay, it will be around forever. So even if you are in Newsweek magazine or Entrepreneur magazine, that magazine, keeping track of that physical magazine, the time it's going to be on your coffee table, there's going to be one day when it's not. Okay, there's one day where it gets lost or gets old, or it's just not there. So by having a virtual version, it will be there forever unless and until you take it down. So it's accessible 24/7. So anytime anybody wants to look at it, they don't have to run to a room or find it or be sent it. You don't have to send it to someone. You can just simply send them a link, or they can have access to a link that could be on your website or whatever format you decide to use. And they can always access it 24/7. And I don't know about you, but many times I do my reading and things like that at night, when everything else stops and slows down, and I can get in bed and I can just search things and read things and listen to things and so forth. So having that access, that easy access, is valuable. It's worldwide. Anybody with internet access can have it. Now, what's the reality, again, if you had a top issue of, Forbes magazine, that you'll be able to get it to everybody at every corner of the earth? You can't, it's almost physically impossible. Whereas because it's on the web, everyone, anywhere can just log in. I mean, they just simply click a link and they're there. So worldwide distribution. So you can immediately do your first issue and say, I've got worldwide distribution. And I'll share with you how we got that worldwide distribution, what we did to do that. for that. So it's, it's worldwide. It's evergreen, 24/7, worldwide, inexpensive. And one of the major things is that you can have a call to action in there, which means that even if you pay for a Super Bowl ad, one of the most expensive ads possible, people really can't click a button and subscribe or buy with the Super Bowl ads. Whereas in a digital magazine, they can. You can have a link there, click here to get a free copy of this, click here to purchase my book, click here to buy my program, click here to create a to schedule a complimentary consultation. I mean, all they had to do is click there and they can immediately get a call to action, and that's what you want, because everything that we have distributed in our social media, every flyer, every email that we want to know who's opting in. We want to know who's really finding value in this and who really we should be marketing to, because we know that, if you, out of 100%, maybe only 20% of the people are truly potential clients for you. So you can offer them something and they'll be able to react to it, and that's huge, that's valuable, even if it's just for a list building process, because magazines are easy to share. You can just share, send a link and share and share and share. So you don't know whose hand it runs, winds up in. So to be able to do that is wonderful, being able to say, click here to get something, whatever it is. And I'll share with you some examples. For example, we did a event and we would get different sponsors for it. And one of the sponsors was Hush Puppies. And Hush Puppies said, well, as long as you wear, the prevent itself was at Dermalogica. And as long as everybody, your team members wore our shoes, we'd be one of your sponsors. And then we would give everyone that attended a free pair of shoes. So I don't know how many people remember Hush Puppies shoes. I think I'm dating myself, but they were not the cutest shoes, but they were the toughest shoes. And we would spend a lot of energy trying to wear these shoes down. So I thought, okay, they had some new styles that looked kind of cute. And they gave everybody in the room a certificate to be able to get a new pair of shoes. So we had it in the magazine, and people clicked and they filled out the information because they had to be mailed. They got their first name, last name, email address, phone number, address, full address, and so forth. And there was no shipping fees. They just simply shipped them to them. But the shoes were really, really, really things that we know they were just trying to get rid of. They were not anything that you'd want to wear, especially outside, But the fact of the matter is they had our information. People were able to opt in, and people were glad to be able to do that. So that's just an example of the option. Then the last major thing, the benefit, is that you can monetize it. It's very easy to monetize a couple different ways. One of them is prescription. You can charge, $2.95 or whatever you feel the value is. You can charge X amount of dollars a month or however often you do your issue. You can charge for that, the subscription. You can also, what we've done is we've utilized it as part of our packaging. We utilize it as a member benefit, or perhaps maybe you have a mastermind or some small group that you want to feel elite, then you can also use it to profile them, to spotlight them. And then it comes part of their packaging, part of their VIP packaging, or part of whatever that program that it is. And they're always going to be honored about it because they're always going to share it because they're being involved, they're being featured in the magazine. You can also do, like, maybe if you have a small group of 12, every 12 months, every month you feature or spotlight somebody else in their business. So you can utilize it as a added value for any of your groups, your organizations, your purchase levels, whatever the case may be. Say, for your example, a business, and you have different clients, you can say this: if you enroll now, or if you purchase X amount of dollars of products, then I will feature you. You can be one of our VIP speakers or whatever. So you can use it as an incentive for the people to make sales. But also, you can get affiliates. So we have affiliates. So if you get affiliates, and we talked about that a couple of weeks ago, where you promote someone else's product, program, or service, and in exchange, they give you a percentage or a flat fee. So that's a great way. You can dedicate some time for that, and then people see that service and they sign up for it, and then you've got that revenue. Or more importantly, sponsors. Okay, so you say, okay, I want sponsors. What I'm going to offer sponsors? Well, I would say in sponsors, you can offer them the inside cover or the inside back cover, front cover, back cover, inside back cover. You can offer them the center. So you can offer them different positions and sell those sponsorship packages. So you say, well, how much could I sell it for? Or how could I sell it? Well, you can be the judge of that. It depends on your distribution. You know, how, and it doesn't have to be, it's not always about the quantity. Many times it's about the quality. Because we worked with somebody that was in financial services and she wanted to be affiliated with, she wanted more 6 and 7 figure clients. So it was worth it to her. And her proposal was, if you get me 30, if you get me in front of 30 women that are 7-figure women, then I will pay X amount of dollars and sponsor this program. So we were able to do that because when we featured, when we did our magazine called Let's Talk Success. And that's all we featured was women that had 7-figure businesses. So that was our value, that was our niche. And so we were able to attract people who wanted that market. So whatever market you want, if you're trying, wanting more, again, travel people, or wanting more investors, or wanting more whatever, realtors, or people that buy real estate, whatever it is, then you can be able to attract them by offering them offering the opportunity to be a sponsor. We actually call them partners. But we partners so that they were able to get that promotion. They'd be able to be in the magazine. And again, that distribution was huge. Because people will ask, okay, well, what's the distribution? Now, initially, you may be starting out with just your list, and then you have your social media, which those numbers can really enhance your distribution. You can distribute it on your social media platforms. And then that way you can, you can have a larger amount of numbers than you could if your list is not large. But even if it's a smaller list, again, I'd rather be in front of 100 women professionals, entrepreneurs who want to build their business or who want to travel and stay in homework than be in front of thousands of women that maybe not, that I'm just, this is going to go in and out the ear. So sometimes it's not always the quantity. Don't feel intimidated by it if you don't have a large list or a large community. It's the quality. So we've called through, again, the fact that you can generate money from it, revenue from it in so many different ways. You can make it evergreen, you can make it 24/7, it's worldwide, you can have call to actions. Those are some of the great reasons. So now let me show you what a couple of them look like. And I'm going to make sure, and let me know if I'm going to share my screen. So I just want to be able to confirm the fact that you can still see my screen. Let's see. I've got a lot of things open, so let's do that. So we had ours done. We did ours on JoeMag. There's 2 platforms that I'm familiar with, and one is JoeMag and one is Issue. And it doesn't have to be large. Our magazine, we called it MAG, M-A-G, as opposed to magazine, because we only wanted 12 pages, small pages. I'm not a writer. I'm not a publisher. I didn't want to give a lot of content. I simply wanted a new way to be able to present what we were doing. And we were doing it monthly. But the thing is, we only wind up doing 4 issues. I would like to bring it back again. I'm just trying to decide whether I want to do one strictly on homework or do one on Let's Talk Success. So we're still working with that. So let me show you some of the issues that we did. And again, you'll see the transition, like the very first one was, kind of, well, not as good as the last one, let's put it that way. But the fact of the matter is that, again, we got it done and we did it. And it was a work in progress. So we featured someone. Another thing, the value thing, is that you can have video, you can have podcasts, you can have written, so you have multi-mediums. And those who know me, those who know me know that I believe in multimedia marketing. Okay, how am I going to do this? How do I do this? Enable Flash. And that I'm multimedia marketing. And so I think you should. I don't want to read. I want to show you. Okay, that's not going to help me. Let me try something else. So JoeMag is the one of Enable Flash. We're going to go click allow. I don't see the allow. Enable Flash. It's not there yet. Oh, I shouldn't let you allow. So where is my Enable Flash button? Okay. I'm going to close out of this if I can. And okay, where is it? I'm gonna try some of the other ones. See if I can try it in another way. So this is JoeMag, JoOOMAG. And no, I don't want to do that. As you can also see, it tells you like the amount of the views that you had from that point on. It also allows you to, again, you can also print them. You can also share the link. You can also share them with your social media. You can also do a lot of things. This is a new computer. I'm sorry if it's not. Okay, so if anyone has any ideas on how I can get this enable fast flash player done, please put it in the chat and I'll follow your lead because I did it earlier. I tested it earlier and it was working. So let me skip this for a moment. This is one that we did, and I'll see if I can get back to it. This is another one that we did where we featured the women, and this is one that we did, and this is one that actually I went to an event, an Enterprising Woman event. I went to an event and I wanted to connect with women there, and I simply I wanted to connect with the women there, and I wanted a reason to be able to talk to them. And one way, it was a great icebreaker, is to be able to interview them. So you'll see some of our interviews were like in the hallway, someone was in the back of a kitchen, someone was in somebody's room. But it was a great opportunity for me to be, as I gave icebreaker, I could say that I was going to feature them in this Let's Talk Success magazine, and they were all for it. And they were able to do videos like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then I was able to do it. But because they were in the magazines, then when I distributed to them, they were more than happy to share it with their community, with their database. And that's like a real good thing to be able to concentrate on. You have content. You only have so many people that you can work with. Being able to give someone something that they can share, they're willing to share, and they're proud to share is huge because of the fact that they're promoting you. And I could even have a link where before they open it, they may have to provide their first name, last name, or that's where the big call to action comes in. If you give them something there for free, like click here for your free subscription to this magazine, then that's all you need. Now you're being able to get more leads. You've got to build your list. You got to build a list of people that are interested in what you're doing. So I'm going to go to another one, and then nobody knows how to get that. Nobody knows how to get that, the enable flash. Okay. You do put it in the chat for me so I can just fast forward to that. So issue is another one. And some people like issue. They say it's better or easier than JoeMag. At the time, I found that JoeMag was easier because JoeMag, I had the ability of me doing it myself if I needed to. Where issue, you really had to have a designer, someone that just really knew the codes to do it. But it has all different types of magazines, all different types of styles. Let's open up a few of them. And again, the digital magazine, again, it's just a way to get started, but you can also see some of the different brands. They have different, I picked the fashion, of course. I went with fashion and style, but they have, again, from all different brands. So let's say, for example, we open up this one. And this is how it would be. You would send someone a link, and they would open it up. It would open up looking something like this. And they simply would click the pages through. If someone hasn't done a digital magazine yet, there's a lot of them. So this could be a paid ad, or it could just be the lady just used a lot of ads because it was promotion, and then it kind of upgraded what she was actually doing. So this is like a 2-page spread. This is individual spreads that you did. It's another young lady that did one. She had a magazine that was high end, and we used different car companies and different, different luxury items and hotels and stuff. And they were glad because they get street promotion for them. But ideally, you want to be able to have some type of relationship with the people that you're promoting. But again, this just gives you an idea of how slick it can look. You have your information where your publishers and your editors and your team is going to be. So that doesn't always have to be on the inside cover. Your inside cover, your front cover, inside back cover, and your back cover are your prime real estate, so to speak. So those usually cost the most. So you really kind of reserve that for your big sponsors or your big affiliates. Now again, I was going to show you how we use ours, but I'll get to that in a minute. But they can have different layouts. So you choose, they give you different templates to choose from. So you choose the layout that you want. Do you want something really simple and clean? Do you want, again, the layouts, and then you just simply put your content in, again, Trello or something that someone kind of models it after. So you can say, I want this kind of layout for this. We were included video in ours. We included the ladies' podcast in ours. So you could actually go to a magazine, you could read, you can listen, you could see. And some people just, looked at the videos. Some people just clicked on the different things they got for free. We contacted different companies, even like Jo Malone, which is a perfume company. And if you opted in, you got a free sample package from them. They put together a great little package of perfume and a cream. It didn't cost us anything. It was great advertising for them because it gave them a full page ad for that. But it was a great way for people to opt in because everybody wanted Jo Malone's cologne. So it could be from a chocolate to a book. It doesn't have to be your product, is my point. It could be somebody else's product because you have different types of sponsors. You have sponsors that are going to give you media sponsors that were going to give you, media coverage, whether, video or magazines or newspapers and so forth. And then you also have your in-kind sponsors that will give you product in exchange for you featuring them as a sponsor. Then you have your financial sponsors, ones that will give you dollars in exchange for you working with them. So this is a perfect opportunity, especially if it's something that has to be mailed. It's a great opportunity to have someone else be that sponsor so they can handle all the shipping and the mailing, but you're the good guy because you offered them this opportunity. So that's one example. This is a pretty extensive one. It's like, again, I don't know how many pages it is, but it's more pages than ours would be, but you can see, let's see some other samples for you. It can be, again, really simple, as simple as you want it to be, and really as short as you want it to be. And again, in different styles. Again, you get the content, you get distributed everywhere, it reaches more people, it makes more money. These are just some of the industries that they've used it for. The price point, it's only $40 a month. Now, I would suggest that over the basic, and the reason why I would suggest that over the basic, because you do want, if you want the banner free, you don't want their ads and banners all over your magazine. And then you do want to be able to sell it. You can do digital sales, so like people can just subscribe to it. And you do want to be able to embed videos. Videos, I found that more people looked at the videos and listened to the podcast than they actually read. It's like myself, I'm more of a audio video person than a reader, because I can do that while I'm cooking, while I'm putting my makeup on, while I'm doing multiple tasks. Whereas if I have to read it, that's all I can do. So it's worth it for $40 a month. And if you spend another even $100 on a person that does it for you, then that's a great, it's a great opportunity to do that and to be able to, again, really stand out and really, and again, it doesn't have to be a lot, but it's also a way that you can have contributing authors. You can have people, someone that has a great community that you want to develop a relationship with, and you say, listen, I want to give you a column that you can submit every month. And that way now all of a sudden you have an association with, whether it's another women's group or organization or trade organization or company. Say, for example, there's a company we wanted to do. Our ladies are always asking us about maybe content marketing or hiring VAs or whatever the case may be. I can say to them, I'm going to give you an article or page or give you a space that you can do that in exchange for content, because I don't want to write all the content. That's if you want more than you're wanting to write yourself. It's also a great opportunity for you to be able to say you're partnering with us. It looks good to see that she's partnering with this organization or that organization. I'm on the board of different organizations that we talked about. It'd be great for me to be able to incorporate that, that way they have a page. What we did in ours is that we dedicated a page of each magazine to a nonprofit. So for the same reason is that we were able to say that, okay, let me try Joe Mag again. So for the nonprofit, that we knew that the deal was that said we will feature your magazine if you will give you a page in our magazine if you promise to share it with all of your community. So they had people that have never been able to reach. They have people that are donating. These are people that care about organizations that they are passionate about. These are people that will support the organizations that they're passionate about. So it was great for us. It made us look good, be able to give back in that way. But also it supported them. So we would say, do you have an event? Do you have a project? Do you have a fundraiser coming up? And if you do, then we'd love to promote it for you in that magazine. So it's a perfect win-win that we were able to support them. And then for that reason, they were really willing to send it out to everybody because they want everyone to buy the tickets to their nonprofit or make the donation that they were promoting for. So it gave them a reason to distribute it. And as opposed to sending another email saying, please buy, please buy, please buy for me, they were able to actually to be able to do that. They were actually being able to do that. So, they were able to take advantage of that benefit. I am going to take a moment, get some questions. I don't see questions in there, and see if I can enable my, I can't, nobody knows. So was someone putting something in the chats for me about how to quickly, I can't even see the chats. Where is the chats? They keep changing it. They have changed it, or I changed it. Okay, let's see. I am going to, because I would love for you to see the magazines and how we distribute it. One of the ways that we distribute it was to, let me just do it slowly then. I can pay attention. We created a board of influencers for ours. We said, okay, we have a list, but our list is not going to be big enough. Chrome bars enable. Just click the enable flash button below, then click allow when Chrome prompts appears. Where is it? Someplace I'm not seeing it. Let's see. There we go. Maybe that's Flash is blocked on this page. Maybe it's not anymore. Let's see. So I hope you have some questions. Hope you have some ideas. Hope everyone should be able to have an idea how they could use this in their business. That would be a win. Flash is blocked on this page. Okay, so manage. Oh my goodness. So I just want to enable. No sites. Can I enable Flash? And of course, if I wasn't looking for it, it'd be all right in front of me. Okay, if all right, let's see. This Flash was blocked on this page, so I want to allow. Oh, I see. Okay. I see. Manage. All you have to do is watch the video. It tells you there's allow. Allow or something like that they did. Ask first. Okay, maybe that's the magic. Okay. Thank you so much for your patience, but are you thinking? I want to make sure you're thinking. Oh no. Jamag, let's see. Did that do it? Yay, I think. Okay, manage and ask first. My publication, then enable Flash. Missed a step, okay. Maybe. There we go. So this, we haven't used ours for years, and it's been about it's loading now. There we go, awesome. So it's where what we did is that we actually created a URL called letstalksuccess.tv, and then we had it there where they could go there and they would find the magazines and everything else. So this is one of the first things we did. So we actually went to her home, and Patty Dominic is still one of our, actually she's going to speak next week on our Let's Talk Success event next Friday. But you open it, so Infusionsoft was originally one of our affiliate markets. And then the affiliate, anyone that signed up for Infusionsoft, they were paying at that time $1,300. So it was a great affiliate. Then eventually we did so much business with them, they became a partner. So, but that's our inside cover that we used, and you'll see how we kind of progressed. So this is Patty Dominic. We had the video that we did. So a person's able to go in and just click the video, and I won't play it all for you, but anyone that's interested, give me the information and I'll gladly send you a copy. People were able to see something immediately.
Hi, I'm Desiree Dubois, and welcome to Let's Talk Success. Let's Talk Success is a show that we have featuring women who've achieved
Okay, so that gives you an idea of that. So how many opportunities do you have where you can literally send somebody something that has a video that you can actually, oh, I should have said it differently, that you can actually impress them with. So that was that video. I just wanted to show you how easy and how fast and how clear and how empowering that can be for someone to be able to do that immediately when they open it up. And then so we talked about her, did our Facebook share, a bit more about her. We were able to put some photographs that we took that day. We were able to have, she shared her stories, her challenges, her victories, and secrets to success. So we included that there, her achievements. And we let our guests choose the nonprofit for that month as well. So that was, they felt that they were able to give to a charity of their choice. This was the podcast, so I won't play it again because I'm easy to back, but we were able to incorporate the podcast here. So now you're able to hear her information. Even if this magazine is just on you. We had one lady, Gina DeVee, who did it just on her. So we were able to, what's your exit plan? That was her information. At this time, it was only 2 of us that was doing it. We had a board of influencers. Let me tell you about our board of influencers. That's how we thought, that was how it assisted us to get our distribution. We contacted different groups and organizations that had our target marketing, which was at least 5,000 or more women professionals and entrepreneurs. They had influenced that many. So there were organizations, we wanted people we had someone in London, someone in Ireland, Canada, all over, and some local people as well. And we said, we're going to interview you. We did at that time, we were doing, what was that? We were doing something, it was a different platform that we're doing. We did a video on them, and in exchange, we put it on our website, and then we put them in our magazine if they agreed to distribute our magazine to their community. So they were able to distribute it either just as a gift every quarterly. At that time, we were doing it quarterly. They were able to, especially our first issue, some of the groups incorporated in their membership benefits, like some of them were membership organizations, and they said if you become a member this week or this month, whatever the case may be, you get a free subscription to Let's Talk Success magazine, not knowing that it was free anyway at that time, but it was still a value add, and people liked it. So that was a great way for us to it gave them something. They allowed them to give something away. And what we did is we had a form for them to fill out. We had a form for them to fill out, and we asked them what their distribution was. We asked them their social media at that time, and we asked them what their email list was, so we can actually really see that they had the 5,000 or more, at least the best that we were able to. But when we counted all of them, this list has grown, we counted all of them, we had over 3 million numbers, had over 3 million people in that distribution could be. So we were able to, and I'll show you how we used it later, to say we had a distribution of over 1 million people thanks to our board of influencers. So we not only used them to be at more support, but we used it to be able to use those numbers, use those demographics. So when people said, how was your distribution? We were able to be able to up it, not only our list, but be able to include them as well, because they were our partners. And this was just how we did a video. That was the first one that we did. We did a video of the team and get them advertising. And this was Cabbage, which is, we used the first one. And then on the back, we had Extreme Lashes, and they were one of our sponsors, and they gave a little gift bag to everybody who opted in. They had a little eyebrow pencil and a pencil sharpener and some of the little thing that they had. So it was great for us and great for them. So let me show you one of the other issues, how we kind of progressed a little with that. And again, this month was the same thing. It was just a different feature, the woman. And again, they will distribute it forever. So many people say, oh, I saw your magazine through so-and-so's website. They put it on their websites. They put it, how powerful would it be for you to get people to put your magazine on their websites? But if you were on the cover of a magazine, why would you not want to put it on your website so people can see that you've been featured? And they don't know how big or how small. So here's Infusionsoft again. This was her video that we used. This was her photographs, and these were her secrets to success. This was more of hers. This is more of hers. And then this was her give back, the company the nonprofit that she wanted was Girls Inc. And this was just a small team. This was our board of influencers then. And then, and then there's my video that we did on the Power 7. This was Cabbage again. It was one of our sponsors. And then we had this one. So let me show you one of our last ones, because this third one is about the same. I think we got little cleaner look, I think, as we went along. So the first few I did myself. So then I realized I need to really get someone that had a little more style to do it. And we did. But again, they're short. They're not, you see, they're only like 12 pages, including inside and outside. So again, Infusionsoft, the video, we had a little bit about her. I put her secrets to success. This was her podcast that she did. It was there. This was her photographs. And her give back was this company, this nonprofit. And these are her 7 secrets to success, so to speak. And then we had, then we've got a couple of sponsors. This is Gina. She has gone on. She was featured a couple of weeks ago on our Let's Talk Success. She's made multi-million dollars from doing her coaching, her events, her podcast, her magazine. And so she wanted to promote herself, and this was it. And see, the thing is, you have ready, just click here to watch. I mean, it's all things they can click. They can click to share. They can click to, immediately to your social media. And this was our team again. And this is how I did the board of influencers. Whoops. And so I said, let me move this bar. We have over 1 million thanks to our board of influencers. So again, so now we're able to say legitimately that these are the companies. And at one point they're hyperlinks. So someone can go here and see, okay, the Women's Speakers Association or Pat Lynch from the womensradio.com or eWomen's Network. So just different organizations that we promoted. Whoops, get it down to the size. There. So be able to promote, and it's good for them. Again, what did it cost them? It cost them nothing to be promoted, to be listed. It seems seemed very distinguished, for them to have that visibility, and it was a win-win. And that's what you want. You want people that are going to be excited about what you're doing. So then I decided to put more information about the Power of 7, but I was able to incorporate again a video there, so that it was easy for people. Didn't have to read; they could just watch the video. And how come I don't have? There we go. And then that was Kabbage became our one, because Kabbage is a service that we became a affiliate with, and it was paying off $250 per person that registered. And what they do differently is that they grant you credit based on your cash flow. It has nothing to do with your credit. And that was like right after the 2008, when a lot of people's credit was compromised with foreclosures or bankruptcies. They just still gave you credit based on your cash flow. So it wasn't credit dependent. So that was really important for a lot of ladies during that time. So this is one when I did the 6 people. And again, I just used it as a way to get into an organization or to a group. Maybe there's a group or organization or a person or whatever that you want to reach out to and you want to develop a relationship with. They'll remember who you are. They'll always remember who you are when you feature them in your magazine. Because again, they'll share it. So this is a different style. We just wanted to make it really simple. I wanted to try to just the videos and at least brief. But these videos, we listened to at one of our Power 7 classes. They are just so powerful. They're just so powerful, and it's evergreen. You can listen to it forever. But you see, some of them are in lobbies, some of them are in different areas. It wasn't formal. I just had my iPad and I had it on a tripod. And I just carried around my tripod and my iPad and interviewed the ladies. But then again, I was able to had a reason to contact them and say, your magazine, you've been featured, it's ready, and for them to share it. And this was in her bedroom, so I didn't have any formal place. This was outside on the patio, but you can create something. I just want to, it's different. And there's Maya. Do you remember? She helped us with this one. Maya's on the line now today. And then this time she was our travel agent, my travel agent when I went to Enterprising Women events, which I recommend for everybody to go there to their events. But this is again the board of influencers, how we had it cleaned up, and we were able to legitimately say that we had that. And this was my little advertising then. This was our Give Back Safe Passage was our nonprofit at that moment. This was someone that did an ad, and then this was our back cover. So, you can see that there's a lot of different ideas, a lot of different capabilities, a lot of ways that you can incorporate it into what you're doing, what you want to do, and for such a very, very, very small amount of money. So I wanted to show you that. I showed you the board of influencers. Let's see what else I wanted to show you. Well, put in your chat what else you want to see. But again, they give you, this is the back end of it. So you're able to see, they change the privacy. You're able to see if you decide to this is back in this is 5 years ago, so these are really old. But you can see all the different things you can do for it. You can mobile view, you can do it as a publication was modified. You can do it, you can print it, and you want it link. You can do just a lot of different, move to another publication. You can clone it and SEO optimization. You can get statistics, stats. You can find out where people were. When we were active with it, we can find out where everyone that opened it, you're able to analyze that. You're able to see like who's opening it, where they're opening it, how many times they open it, access control. So you're able to really do a lot of analytics on it, and you're able to embed different things in it. You're able to edit the content and set up settings. So it's just a very easy way of being able to get more visibility, more credibility, and more revenue streams. Okay, I'm going to go back to where we are. Thoughts, ideas. I hope everyone is thinking and thinking, oh my goodness, this is going to be, you've got great ideas on what you want to do. So I am going to go back to, I'm going to stop sharing so that I can talk to you. And this is well, how do I get here? How do I get here? Okay. Okay, there we go. Now I can unmute. Hi, Hong. Hi, Susan. Glad to see you with us. Wow, we have quite a few. Okay, I'm going to allow you to unmute yourself because you know what background noise you may have. So obviously, if you have background noise, ladies and gentlemen, please don't unmute yourself. But if you don't have background noise and you have some ideas or questions, well, I guess we're almost at the 10 o'clock hour. So let's take our coffee break. And then anyone wants to share what they are drinking.
Desiree, I just have to leave, but I wanted to tell you, as always, you are very inspiring. And I had another Zoom at 9 o'clock. I canceled it for you, and it was worthwhile. Thank you for being amazing. Through the whole years that I know you, you are very inspiring. I love you.
Thank you.
And nice meeting you, all of you girls. Wish you the best.
Thank you. Thank you, Maya. Have a good one. Thank you for being with us for over the years. You've seen us through it. Now it tells us how long you've been with us, at least 5 or 6 years.
Amazing, amazing. And I loved each and every time.
Thank you. Thank you for joining.
Nice meeting you girls. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay, so let's have some ideas. So let's do our coffee break. And if you want to share what you're drinking or share a recipe, what's more important for me today is not sharing what I'm drinking, but the cup that I'm drinking it from. Can you see this, what it says? It says, I'm in a meeting. But I think that's very valid. I think that's appropriate. What do you think? Anyone wants a cup like this? Oh, what do you have? Let me see, Dawn, what's it say? Read it out loud. Okay.
It says, follow your own path. And it's a bicycle, because my husband and I are into cycling. So, yeah, I have 2 of them. The other one says something else, and it's got an orange bike, but yeah.
Nice. Cool. Who else is drinking something? Who else has a great recipe for us? We just do it again. If someone wants to move around for a minute, you can do that before we get into the Q&A. But I want to make sure that I was just checking.
Hi, this is Maria. I want to share.
Hi, Maria. What do you have?